All right, guys, what's going on? I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Focusing on the Soul of the Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Ralph Walker, and I got a special guest with us today. Goes by the name of Chris Davis. Chris Davis is a mental performance strategist, author, and co-founder of Pivot Training and Mental Development, a national firm redefining workplace mental health, known for its real talk delivery and research-driven insight. Chris helps high performers master their emotions, lead under pressure, and turn burnout into breakthrough. His upcoming book, The What If Effect, challenges readers to transform fear into fuel and live with intention. Based in Atlanta, Chris speaks nationwide on emotional authority, resilient leadership at last. Now that's a beautiful bio. That's a beautiful bio. But I know Chris is my guy. He's a father, husband, incredible friend.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
you know, when we first actually had our first real conversation at what's that mid
At the park.
at the park. I was like, oh, this dude is cool.
Yeah. Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Touche.
Yeah, it was just like, man, we can sit here and talk all day long, man. But and the reason why I wanted to get you here on the podcast, man, is because it was just a conversation that I could tell, like, man, he got some, and that's really important to me because I'm not like I can like no, I can't shoot. I'm just I'm more of a I can have a simple conversation, but it got to have some.
What we talk about in the end.
Like, what are we really talking about?
What are we talking about? Yeah.
So today, man, this is actually part 2 of becoming a whole man and not a man of pieces. Let me kind of break that down because I didn't give you a real in-depth synopsis around it.
A little cliffhanger.
Yeah. But the understanding is this, man, is that I believe that so many times, especially the reason why I wanted to just focus on the fact that you're a father and a husband is because so many times as fathers and husbands that we can kind of like, things can come unbalanced in our lives, right? We can, I know for me personally that there was moments when my health was like in check, but I wasn't going after the money like I should have been, right? Especially as an entrepreneur. And then there was moments where I'm going after the money like I should have getting it, but then now I'm getting it. And that right there, man, it kind of is allowing us to operate in pieces. So parts of us is doing well, but then the other parts of us are suffering. And like there's been times as a husband, I wasn't great of a husband because I'm so focused on other things, right? So can you relate to that? Whoa! What are you doing? Don't go nowhere. Listen, you didn't made it to this point already. Go ahead and just do your boy a favor. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you want to grow within your business, you want to grow within yourself, you want to grow with your family and your relationships, and more importantly, your relationship with God, this is the place you need to be. We become a family now. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let's enjoy the journey. Enjoy this episode. Peace.
Man, 1,000%. First off, I want to thank you for having me.
Oh, no, for sure.
Number one, I think that what you're doing and conveying, a message and helping other people convey, their message as well is going to do very, very well.
I appreciate it.
I think there's a lot of people who want a space to talk and communicate, with other men, and I think it's going to be great, man. So thank you for having me.
Man. For sure. I appreciate that for sure.
If I were to say that, I could echo what you've said, I would say I can do it 10 days out of 10. I think that men are partitioned to being a provider, a philanthropist to others, and then also a parent. It's hard to bring both of those things, all those things together congruently at the same time without feeling like you've lost that you still have yourself. So you can do all those things, but all those things tend to be external. It's difficult for you to then say, had a long day, I did this, I was a great husband, I was a great parent, I did the business stuff, but I did nothing for myself.
Mhm.
That's a common feature of being a man. And it's one that our grandparents and our great grandparents regarded as being a true man,
Yeah.
right? That was a true man. To this day, I behave in, micro pieces of that. If there's, 2 pieces of chicken left, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I figure it out.
Yeah,
If
for sure.
if you guys if you're down to the last 50 cent, y'all take the last 50 cent. It's not, I'll figure it out later. That's just how I was raised. And so I am accustomed to putting myself second, third, or fourth. It has been my wife who has said that you have to make room for yourself in our family. Like you got to create space for yourself. And if you don't create space, other people are going to take it. They don't mean to do so intentionally or out of cruelty. It's just that humans are humans. And so if there's space to be filled, they're going to take it. And so I have to lean into being present more so that you can respect my humanity.
No. Now that's a whole different take, man.
Yeah.
Because now so I didn't look at it from that view. So the way that I was looking at it was really just but in the same token, like operationally. And then, you said something that kind of made me think about my granddad, like how as a provider, we do go out there and provide, right? And we do give our all to making sure our house is ran properly. And one thing that, my grandma used to say about my granddad was that my granddad was a great provider. The issue with that was that she never said he was a good husband.
Yeah.
And that's like, like I said, for years, man, I used to beat my chest. Boom, boom. I'm a fighter. Like my wife hasn't worked in trying to be 11 years.
It's amazing.
Right?
It's amazing.
And so I used to just beat my chest on the fact, man, you ain't even gotta go to work. What are you talking about? But where I was lacking was my presence emotionally in a relationship. And so that's where I felt like as a man, I was operating pieces. Only pieces of me was good. You get what I'm saying? And so therefore, which creates a rocky, imbalanced relationship at some point.
Yeah.
Because she's only getting fed a piece, and I'm thinking I'm feeding the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not. And then, as far as like kids, I've always been pretty present. I try my best to, they got me coaching both basketball teams right now.
Yeah, you're busy, man.
I don't like it.
You're busy. It's good though.
Is it?
Because the opposite could be that you're not here.
No, for sure.
No,
for sure. No, let's
right.
dude, this is like my second year coaching both teams. Like my boy's not gonna let me coach one and not
You
the
must
other.
be good at it.
No, I don't know if I'm good at it.
I mean,
I wouldn't.
You're gonna find out.
No, but we got a decent team this year so
Yeah.
far. What I just seen from practice yesterday, but yeah, dude, this is the idea is not about perfection. It's just about faithfulness.
Yeah.
And where are the areas that we lack faithfulness, that we can increase our faithfulness? Not perfection. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying I'm not saying that everybody should have a 6, right? But where is the areas where we're not giving ourselves in that space? Like where are we like we eating too many chips and but we go to work every day and wake up on time, but when it comes to our diet, we just like, I'll think about that later.
Yeah. The hermeneutic hero and proud papa of pedagogy, Thomas Dexter Jakes, he said this quote. He actually said that men can be great providers, but it is often that they are not the best father. You can be a great father, there at every practice, there at every choir rehearsal, but you're probably not going to be the best provider. And men have to make a choice quite often.
Do we?
I believe that it's almost like in football, at the 50-yard line, you can't say that there's any, that no one has the advantage. But you can also say that you don't have it either. So you could be at the halfway point and have a lot. You can have a little of a lot, but that doesn't mean that you have anything.
So what it sounds like you're saying is balance.
Yeah, but
balance doesn't exist.
But balance is also a minimizing factor of excellence. You might not have. You can have all of these things, but if you only have 10% of all of them, then you don't have much of anything.
Right. I don't believe in balance.
Yeah, I don't believe that balance is. I believe that balance, it fluctuates.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I but you know, one of my mentors, Dan Martell, he said we was in one of our classes. He said, "Show me your calendar."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Show me your calendar, and I'll show you what to prioritize."
Mm-hmm.
And this is at the point where he's like, "I don't see your wife on the calendar. I don't see your children on the calendar. I don't see dinner on the calendar. I don't see any of these things." He says, "Where do we create space for these things?"
Yeah,
and that's the part of like balance, or not balance, but priority. It's not about balance; it's about prioritization.
that's good.
You get what I'm saying? And it's truly about, let me see your calendar, and I'm gonna see what's important.
But doesn't priority shift as seasons change?
So, I think that there are common layers.
Yeah.
Right. And things like, for an example, so typically our date day was on a Thursday, right? And we'll go, kids are at school, so we'll take our date day either in the evening or day. But then something happened where I couldn't have Thursdays anymore, so we shifted to Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so yes, there are things that shift, but the scope of what's important should always be in focus.
Fair. I agree.
Does that make sense?
I agree.
And so, yeah, you may have to shift some things around to fit your life, but at the same time, our kids should never be neglected. Our wives shouldn't be neglected, and our business and our health and our relationship with God. And I ran into that a lot. Is just like, I haven't been in the marketplace where I've seen a man with everything going on at once.
Yeah, because then that would, in effect, make you Jesus.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. You need the thorn in order. There's something in you that has to be deprived in order to lean on him.
You think so? So it's not about like I said, it's not about perfection.
But if you have it all.
So, and this is what I mean though. Like it's not that. What's the best way to put it? I don't want anyone. I wouldn't put that pressure. I would never put that pressure on myself, right? But is it fair that you have a good body than your wife and your relationship is suffering?
No, there's priority.
That's what I'm saying.
There's hierarchy.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. That there are things in order that are important. I don't know if. So there may be a season in which, as your children age, you have to focus more on one child than the other.
Okay. It
doesn't mean that you love the others less. It just means that this one needs more of that focus than the others.
Correct.
And so you're still being as effective as possible. It's just that right in that season, this one goes up and these might come down a little bit. You only have so much time. So you can still say that my wife's important, but what if your mother's sick? So now you have to spend more time maybe dealing with that, and that date day can disappear a little bit for a season.
Yeah, I think we do have things that come up that may take some prioritization, as if someone being sick. Mm-hmm. Of course, like if my child is sick, right? Then of course we're gonna lean more attention into this, but at least we're doing it together.
Fair, but what if that person's not? Here's effectively what I'm saying. I think that as long as in our lives we are communicating where we are and not operating in silos, then people can flow with us. I think a big part of the problem is communication. Is that I am traveling through a different season, but now there may be shame attached to that season that I'm going through. There may be a feeling of lacking self-esteem, or increase self-esteem, right? I'm winning at something and I need to go get it. And that may create more imbalance for what we're used to doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't communicate that, it may come off as selfish. It may come off as I'm self-centered, whatever it may be. If I communicate it and bring my family, my spouse on the same page, then I can create linear balance across the board with everybody.
Yeah, so I
So we're
think
effectively agreeing.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, we're agreeing.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, again, it's not about perfection.
Yeah.
Like I think leaning to that space of perfection is like would be very just like Jesus like,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
No one.
No one is flowing in that space, right?
No one.
So it's not that at all. I think what you're saying, I think we're definitely on the same page, because it's just like, again, man, how long you been married?
15 years.
Man, I'll be 15 years next year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So
Listen, you don't make it to 15 clean.
and again, dude, like it's just been these things. God has just been talking to me a lot about these spaces, because one thing is with me is I get excited, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to
the sport.
It's a sport for me. Like it's one of the things I can just do with my eyes closed. I just love doing it. I can sit here and pick apart somebody's business and put it back together within 15, 20 minutes.
You should do that with mine. Yeah, we should.
For sure.
We should. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I will. Like, I will sit with you, dude. It's something that it's just natural. Like I've made multiple $1 million businesses, and I realize, oh, this is a gift, because of the things that I hear people talk about. I'm just like, why are you thinking like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like? But then I had to sit back and like, bro, got something. Yeah, like they're so far into it that they can't see the way you see it. And because of my web design business, I've been a part of thousands of so I see this business, I've seen this business, I've seen what they were falling at, and we got in and reconstructing everything. So the idea, about that is the fact that some things are easier than others, right? Yes. And so and like I said, my wife would be like, "Oh no, he about to start something else. His mind about to be gone for a little bit."
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, okay, and what does that look like so I can still be excited about what I'm getting into, and she doesn't feel it.
Well, then does the feeling of neglect come when you announce the idea, or is it the actions thereafter
It's a pattern. So she's looking at the pattern.
Right.
Dude, I'm a very transparent person.
Yeah,
okay,
good.
So I'm about to just tell you. So when we were this is like 2010, bro. I was building my web design.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and I was working at Bank of America too at the same time. I get off work around 4:30, and I live 4:00, and I'll be home by 4:30. I live really close. In Atlanta, I get home in 20 minutes. It's like, you gotta live close. Right. Ain't nowhere you get home in 20 minutes, right? But I would get home literally at 4:30 and work on the business till about 2 or 3 o'clock. Do that over it.
Excited. Thrilled. Absolutely.
But does that mean, but was it right for me to just be, at one point she just cussed me out. Like, bro, are you kidding me? You gonna do this day in and day out, and you don't have yet to really even say anything to me.
Yeah, there's some tunnel vision to the idea.
There's
right?
My tunnel vision gets crazy, and that's the part where I'm saying, like,
but I want to offer you grace. I think that if you were going into a prize fight, then there's certain things that have to be cut off because you're about to go into war.
Okay.
When you are in the NBA finals, there's certain people you can't talk to in a season. You're going into the finals. This is it. I'm going for all of it. A horse race, the horse has the blinders on simply because he can't focus on everything around him. He has to just be head on going straight to win this race. There is a time in which you have to look up and say, okay, take a breather, because the breather is what gives you air to go back to the thing.
Oh, I wasn't taking no breathers. None.
Okay.
I'm just straight in there though.
But and so then that so then there effectively, how much oxygen can you breathe into your new idea if you don't breathe more air?
No, you're 100% correct. And but that's the space I think a lot of people get into. Whether it's in business or their hobbies or whatever, where they get into a space where, you know what, this is more important than whatever we had going.
Yeah. I mean, I've fallen into that season when it's time. Like if I'm in hustle mode, then and I'm very creative. So my ideas, I had to arrest my ideas. And like every idea isn't meant to be implemented in every season.
So, I mean, I call people like you beautiful minds.
Yeah. So
because I'm not creative like that.
Yeah.
I'm innovative, but I'm not creative.
So I'm creative, but I've had to work on being innovative.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see innovation and continuation in my house. So I was great at ideas.
Yeah.
And so what she told me early on was like, listen, I love your ideas, but finish one of them. Like, that's cool. I hear you, but I'm my ears just starting to get numb to the ideas, right? Like, so I went back, did some therapy. Okay, where did that come from? Why am I not a finisher? Like, my wife is saying that she's tired of these great, amazing ideas. So I need to settle down, slow down. And when I started slowing down, instead of trying to rush through it, I started being able to say, okay, I've worked hard enough at that. That's stage one. Let me go back to my kids. Now tomorrow I can go back and focus on this. Let me go back to my wife. And now I'm doing it in pieces instead of feeling like I have to burn through it. And I'm not, it's like, okay, got the idea done, but I'm dead.
Okay, you just said something. Okay, you said, I got done with this. Or so is this a daily routine? Or is this like, when I'm done, I go back?
I can see, so I like to see the whole stage, like 1 through 5, right? I like to know, what do I have to do? Stephen Covey says, begin with the end in mind. So I like to begin with what is it at the end that I need to do? Then I go back to the beginning. So now I can understand how much time I have to devote to this. And if that means stage 1 is 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then cool. I'm not in a rush because I now know how long it's going to take. But if it's a rush, then I will put other people to the side because now I have to do it. And I haven't done the work enough to know how long these stages are going to take. I think everything's important, right? And if everything's important, nothing's important. So if I make all of this everything, then I'm stuck in this zone of just, I got to work. It's going to work today. It's going to work tomorrow. It's going to work the next day without a real timeline. So then my kids become less important because I'm trying to win for them. I'm trying to win for the house. No, I started having to slow down. Let me break this down in stages. It's going to take me this long to get this done. And okay, cool. I don't need to do it all. There's no way I'm going to get it done in 6 months in one day.
Yeah.
Let me step back. Got that done. That's work. I'm done with that. Because the worst thing a father can do, and all of you men listening to me understand this, when you are sitting at your desk and they come into the house from school and you're still working and you're trying to work through their attention, that is a feeling of father guilt that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
So how do you alleviate that? Put the work down. Give them their time. Whatever time and energy you had left, give it to them. And if you still got time and energy after you was with your wife, cool. If you are willing to stay up late and work late, cool. That's what you got to do. But your job is to work when they go to school and when they come home.
Listen, man. Listen. You got it, Jack.
This is just stuff I've learned.
So I'm gonna say the reason why I say you got to do this because of this, man. It took me a minute to realize.
It's hard.
And not like a like I still break myself away. Like it's almost like an addiction.
Yes. Open the laptop up and sit
It's
there.
a wrap, dude.
Yes,
like
bro.
like I can sit at my computer for 8 hours straight.
Man, listen, come TV on Saturday. The game is on. A TV on. Y'all know where to find me. I just start feeling I hate that feeling. I actually don't like that. I can do it. I don't like it. I can do it.
I don't. I've just came to a place, man, where I had to start understanding that, like what you just said, that it's not going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me a long time to get.
But what was it that brought you there?
So the first time, so the thing that actually brought me there was this one thing, and it was the first time when I first really realized it was, even if I get done with this today, my client's not getting ready to pay me today.
Yeah.
So why am I neglecting mine to not even be paid tonight to get the website done? And it just created this hustle culture with, like, like like I told you, like my granddad, man, was an extremely hard worker, man. Like, and it seemed like it got passed through the genes, bro, because my whole family, man, we some worker bees.
Yeah, they gonna
Like,
get it.
Dude. If I didn't show up to a funeral because I had to work, they'll understand. Like, they'll be like, hey, you got to get it.
Yeah.
They'll be all right.
Yeah.
They'll say that. Like it, the I don't want to call it a sacrifice, but the idea, and it was a close knit family too.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea of working, bro, was just like it. Everybody knew it. Everybody understood it.
Do you still agree with that position today?
No, I don't. And the reason why I don't is because, man, I had to ask God. I said, God, man, there's no way you've given me, because this is like, now this is becoming a real issue in my household at this point. I was like, God, there's no way you've given me a wife, you've given me children, and you've given me ambition to not have my family.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, you gotta, and he said, man, the level of work that you're doing is called toil. And with toil, and he said, your hard work is a thing of ego. I didn't call you to work hard. I called you to work diligently, not work hard. And what you're doing is you're creating ego, because what happens is, because you're working so hard at that level, when you go back and there's an argument, you're gonna say, you know how hard I work for that? You know what I'm doing for you? Just totally neglecting the emotional connection to what someone is saying to you. So what that is that's all ego.
Yeah.
It's all ego.
Yeah.
And so I had to, like, really step back and be like, he's like, the hustle culture is not of my culture. And I had to step back, and I'm like,
We gotta be careful not to make ambition an idol.
yeah.
We can have grown up without and believe that being ambitious is the opposite of that. So we put it on a big pedestal and we pursue it. I just think that, like you said, that's unhealthy. You'll grind yourself away.
Dude. Like, my wife is, like, done a great job of trying to protect her. Because
They're great.
I go in phases of work. Like I was saying, like, my wife has done a really good job of trying to protect my burnout. And like, Mondays are supposedly my day that I don't. And now with the game truck, like, because we don't have a driver anymore at this point, we're trying to look for some more drivers. I'm gone the whole week. So, like, this week, I actually start early this week. I start tomorrow. Go back out tomorrow, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm not getting home 1 o'clock.
Wow.
So, and that's not every weekend, I'm getting home that late, but most weekends at least 9, 10 o'clock. So I'm gone from 8 o'clock in the morning to about 9, 10 o'clock at night. And so what she once had with me, I don't have that family weekend, like everybody else does. I'm out, and so it becomes really important to me that, because again, like you're saying, like I can't make everything, because it's not about being perfect. I'm not gonna make everything, but I will make you know that you're a priority.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the real focus right there. What can I do to make sure that you know you're a priority to me? What can I do to let you know that even though I am gone, I want you to feel special still. Like it's not about spending 24 hours. Trust me, baby, you won't even want me around you. I would look if a nigga, hey, if you available 24 hours, man, you got more problems than we know. Okay, you hear me? So it's not about that, but I definitely want to make sure that you feel special when we do have our time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that doesn't make you a bad husband. That doesn't make you a better provider. That doesn't make you a better father. It just make you a faithful man and faithful to all the areas that God has called you to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So so it calls me now. I'm get up at 4:15 so I can go to the gym. And so that I can still nurture my body. At the gym, I get on the steam room and I meditate and pray. So I'm still managing my relationship with God. I'm telling you, bro, like it's been seasons where my relationship, dude, if I'm grinding, dog, it's gone. Like, and I'll come back after I go get a bit of insight, and then leave. Come back when I need some more. And it's like, is this what we doing, man?
Question for you. Yeah. So the family has a culture of grinding and going for it. This is what I would perceive to be a deep question. Whose voice of approval have you all been going for? Because a lot of times when we're going for something, it's the little child in us that is going for that approval. We're going for somebody as a little kid, still 8 years old, saying, did you see the good work I did? Like, have you ever identified who that person is?
Yeah, for sure, 1,000%, man. My granddad was that guy for me, bro.
Got it.
Like, but he's always approved me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was to the point, like, but my granddad was the man for a lot of people. They called him HW.
Big HW.
Big HW.
Yeah.
6'4", just tall, just big H. I mean, he was a boss, bro. He was a boss. Like, even my dad to this day, like, my granddad has passed away now. He's 95 years old.
Wow.
He's but to this day, my dad still just like want to fulfill big HW shoes.
But I would imagine that it's not that you want his admiration like towards you. You want the admiration he had. Like how others viewed him. What a gift that would be for you to have that level of impact.
To
be the new HW. And here's why I bring it up before you go. The simple reason I bring it up is because when we can identify where that speaker's coming from, then we can make choices as to, do we still want to operate in that way? Because if we don't know where it's coming from, then we're on autopilot.
You're correct. So the way, because I had to go ask God about that. Like, where do I?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do I? And it rooted back to my dad and my granddad, man. Like, I got that honestly, man. Like, it's something, and it's and because I got it honestly, it's gonna be something I had to fight through all the time. It's just, it gets easier to fight, but it's just never, because it's innate. It's in me. You know what I'm saying? It's not on me. It's in me.
Yeah.
You hear me? And that level of work ethic, man, it's forever a mountain, but it's a mountain I could climb.
Mm.
You know, I'm not at the bottom of this mountain anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's okay to be to have that, and I'm okay with having it. As long as I continue to put what's important
Yeah.
in focus. And God had told me this, man. This is the first time I ever said this out loud, besides my wife. And a lot of times, anytime that God says something to me, I go back and tell her
Mm.
as a witness. This is what God told. In November, no, October 2023, man, we were driving to Florida, and this was kind of like in our relationship kind of bit rocky. I don't know why we just um and we were driving, and God spoke to me clear as day. I got text messages, man, proving this too. He said to me, he said, uh, whatever you focus on, you're not gonna receive instant gratification from it, but it's going to be like a dividend. So you're not going to. It's an investment
Mm-hmm.
and not a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And so you may look at this like you look at a stock and you may not be doing that well, but you keep still putting money into it. It's the same thing. And he was like, "What you focus on, I'm gonna multiply it times 10." And that was something that I took reign true with me in my relationship. Like was that I'm gonna take my time and invest in my relationship, whatever that looks like. Because emotionally, I just like
Yeah.
like emotional intelligence. It's like it wasn't there, bro.
Mhm.
Like I had to learn that if I hurt you, I hurt you, not why I hurt. You. Why does make you feel this
Right,
way?
right.
Oh my God, that's my favorite question. What? Why that make you feel that way? I go there immediately. But I had to learn, man. Oh, I hurt her. I hurt her feeling. Or I made her feel uncomfortable. I ignored her, whatever it was. And it is what it is. Like, handle it from there. And it took me a while to really understand that, man, because otherwise we're just sitting there arguing about why you feel this way. And not that I made you feel this way. And so, but these are things that I just didn't learn from at home. You get what I'm saying? Like, I never had the opportunity. Like, I come from a two-time divorce home. Like my parents got married, divorced, got married again, divorced each other again. So I never seen a man fully take care of a woman, and I ain't never seen a woman take care of a man.
Mm.
So when it came to like emotional intelligence, it just wasn't there. The only thing I knew about was provision and providing, and that's what I was really. That's all I really knew in church. So it was just like, man, these are lessons, man. That, and this is why God had to tell me, like, dude, you're operating as a man in pieces
Mm.
when these things are not in order. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that I've called you. These are things that I've ordained, and you're mishandling.
Mm.
Oh, you want to be businessman? Cool, 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 cool. But I also told you,
Mm-hmm.
I also called you to be a father.
Do you think that if you have misprioritized those things, it will be a fruitless endeavor for the thing you've put first? So if you prioritize business first, but you're not taking care of the other two, it's only inevitable that the business part's going to fail.
Sometimes, not all the time. I know you've heard like, this is what I know is that you can do things in the will of God
Mm.
and still and be successful. And you can do things outside the will of God, right?
100%.
And so,
Based on what we deem success.
no, yeah, for sure,
Financial success.
yeah, financial
Yeah, okay.
success,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And you've hit your goals, you've
Mhm.
hit your targets, but then you're failing at home.
Yeah.
Your kids don't like you. They only like you because you got money.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife don't like you. She only like you because the lifestyle that you provided. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want a Melania and Trump relationship.
Empty calories.
Empty calories. I don't want it. So yes, I'm willing to go through a little bit more work to make sure that, and then to make sure that my sons see that side, that they see a healthy side of a man taking care of a woman, that they see their dad getting their mom flowers, that they see their and then I have a daughter. And I only got one daughter at that. So her real example is through me. And then it's like how it's then we have scenarios where men take care of their daughters better than they take care of their wives. They adore their daughters but don't adore their wives.
Take care of their mother better than
They take care of their mothers better than they take care of
Yeah.
Why? Why is that? And so you get what I'm saying? So it's just like you married her, but then you don't want to fully take care of what she needs so that she can give you what you need.
What's crazy is, like, I don't take care of anybody better than I take care of Jasmine.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
that is literally, it starts there. If she is not where she needs to be, everything else is going to fall apart.
Yeah.
Like, if she comes down, how do I know that? Because if she comes downstairs in a little bit of a mood, it just happens to be that little week, that little 4-day stretch they go through.
Mm-hmm.
The kids get tight. I get tight. Everybody don't know where to sit. You don't know what we eating. You know, everything get weird because if she's not taken care of,
Yeah.
everything goes awry. So I believe that it is a man's, I just don't think there is a harvest to be had if you cannot take care of the most prized thing you have.
Yeah.
How can you get more when the thing that is the most, you don't even take care of it?
Yeah.
That would be stupid.
Yeah, but dude, we do it. It happens, man. It happens, and I firmly believe that. I believe things that have nothing to do with each other affect the result.
True, 1,000%.
And so, I think we have to work harder when we don't. We're gone longer. We're working harder, and I'm talking about toil. I'm not talking about just like, I think there's a difference between a lot of work and hard work.
True.
Does that make sense?
Hard work can sometimes feel
draining,
unplanned, and inefficient.
Yes, inefficient. We're just moving. You know, there's no. You can work and be pleased with what you're doing, right? Like, there's that level, and there's work where you just like it's draining. Like, you're working hard now.
That's laptop open work.
Yeah.
You don't know why you're sitting there. It just feels like the right thing to do.
It just feels like the right thing to do, man. And so it's like, I've been in that place. I've been in that place.
Yeah.
And I've been, and it's just like, I promise you, man. God said this to me when I'm cutting grass at my old house, and I'm cutting grass, and I said, God, talk to me about this one. I'm really like trying to figure it out, man. God took me through a season with this woman, man. I've been with her since I was 19 years old.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
So it's like I've seen you as a teenager, a grown woman, a mom, a wife. Like, it's so many phases of a person that you've changed into. She's went from a person who would eat anything, but now just like, oh no, these ingredients are not real, not whole. You know, and like, I had to learn with that. I had to change with that too. You know, because she's right. Like, I can tell the difference. Like, you know,
they're right pretty often.
Yeah, they are.
They are. I hate to admit it. You got to edit this out.
It's like, I said, God, man, like, then I was cheap too, very cheap.
Frugal, efficient.
I don't know. It was bad. I'll go buy something. Yeah, it was bad.
I understand that.
I had some issues.
I got that feeling though. I don't like the yeah. I like the idea of buying what I bought. I don't like the consequence of buying what I bought.
And this is the thing. I have no problem buying for Ashley.
None.
Dude, we went to the mall yesterday. I went and bought my daughter some shoes, and I took Ashley into a store. I said, "Hey, do you want anything?" She says, "No." I said, "Okay." We walked out, and then we walked out, and she says, "Did you want anything?" I said, "I want all types of stuff in there."
Yeah.
She's like, "Why'd you get it?" I'm like,
I could be doing something else with it.
It wasn't that big of a deal to me. Like, it wasn't like a priority for me. Like, I saw about a good 8 outfits that I want. and I've been one. Like I don't. Yeah. So no, it was just like I get it when I get it. It's like like it would happen when it happens. I ain't sweating about it.
Indeed.
So God said to me one day. He says, "Man, as men, we only really honor what we. We don't honor what." And he said, the moment you start honoring, taking her wants as your need, is the moment I'll show you. Because again, all her needs are met. All she has is one. You get what I'm saying? It's a blessing, yeah. And so it's easy to just go by what you don't. Just move by what you don't. And what she wants, because it's like what you need. Like, let's get what you need, And even in this season, like with us looking for a house, man, God has said to me, he says, look, man, when you go to this house, look at everything that you want. Get everything you need, but also look at what he said, you got a budget, but make sure you get what you can at budget. And don't shortchange yourself. I don't, because what I want gonna cost me a penny. So it's just like, but again, how we honor as men, how we honor the need and not really the want, and it's just like God's gonna meet it, and he's just like, and this is the part of purpose. It's just like when you're following and walking in true purpose, I'm gonna meet every day because you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing it out of obedience. Yeah. So who am I not to do that?
You're where you need to be.
You're where you need to be. You're where you need to be. And this is why this podcast, man, has been so, I was telling you about this the other day, just like, has been like really like a testing of faith because I'm not making no money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I believe this, dude. I believe that purpose, like God gives you purpose and he gives you gift. I believe that your purpose and your gift can run simultaneously, but also it doesn't have to run, it can run perpendicular. So it can be in two different spaces, but they're running at the same time. So like, I think like the purpose in this, purpose never pays you, I don't think. I don't believe purpose ever pays you. I believe your gift, I'm about to break this down for you.
Let me hear.
Okay, I don't believe purpose ever pays you. I believe your gift always pays you. Purpose is free because purpose to me is all about directing people back to the light. It's free. But the gift is what pays you because he said the gift is what makes room for you and puts you in the room among kings and great men. So the idea is that even as a public speaker, right? The public speaking part is the gift. You have the gift of public, right? But it's what you do and it's the purpose behind the public. You get what I'm saying? And so like your like purpose allows you to do it for free. Like I can sit here and talk to people about God and being a husband and being a father and doing business. Like easy work. Like I would love if this became every day, bro.
Right.
We're gonna have some fun. You know what I mean? Like this would be great, right? But it's the gift behind being able to actually say it out loud and not just live, and being able to teach someone about it. So yes, I think that it's the purpose. The purpose is free, but the gift is what pays you.
I think the purpose is a conflation of what you've been through and your gift.
Okay.
That is, so how I describe it to people is when people say, I don't know my purpose, I say, marry all that you've been through your entire life and pull out the theme of that. And what is the thing that you do well without even trying? And put those two things together. And I can guarantee, so if you grew up in a family of inmates and everybody was in jail and that harmed you, traumatized you, and so therefore you learn how to cook at a high level and cooking comes easy to you, then figure out a way to teach people who have felonies to become chefs. If you're a public speaker and your oratory skills have always been very, very high, and man, you got a story to tell. Your purpose is to tell that story to free other people from what you've been through. So I'm saying I marry the purpose with the gift.
Yes.
But
That's what I'm saying.
But I marry the story with the gift, and I call that purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take this.
Different car, same road.
Yeah, different car, same road. So I look at it like this too. So let's say you're an NBA player, right? You done got to the NBA, and you know you're super successful.
Yeah.
Right. But as a kid, you went through a very trying time as a single. Story, right. So now you create a 501c3 nonprofit. Where's your gift?
You're the gift of athleticism.
Where's your purpose?
Your purpose is to help single mothers through a hard time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by like they're running perpendicular but operating in two separate spaces. And that happens with a lot of people. But then you also have like a preacher, like public speakers and stuff like that. It's running in the same vein, at the same time. But we gotta recognize that your gift is your public speaker, but your story is your purpose, like you were saying.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's why it's just like with this is just like, man, my gift is business. And like to your idea is that I am marrying this together now because that's why it's called focusing on the soul of the entrepreneur. Because it's like to me is just like we have the opportunity to be more. I think that as entrepreneurs sometimes that we that part of us gets left out.
The soul part, absolutely
gets left out, and it's all about the data. It's all about how much we have accomplished. It's all about hitting the goals. It's all about the numbers, but it's a part of us that when we look back, man, it's so many times I've been in the gym talking to like older guys, and they say, man, I work so much, man, I didn't really get to see my children that much. My granddad. My auntie would say, well, I didn't really get to know daddy until I was about 30 years old. Because that's when she was 30, that's when daddy was retired. You get what I'm saying? So he was at the crib a little bit more.
And you're not meeting the same man.
You're not meeting the same man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And so it's just like, dude, I don't want that.
Right. I'll take less of this so I can get all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I just say that I'm super blessed. I'm super excited about this next phase of life. And it's solely because of what I believe that God has placed. And so I'm honored that you were my first in-person guest.
Yes, sir.
That we had a good conversation.
Absolutely.
Give them some details about you, man. Let them know where they can find you at. And
well, listen, I've done a little bit of everything over the past 15 years of entrepreneurship. And, right now, what we focus on as our company, Pivot Training, is we focus on workplace wellness. We focus on providing staff, students with access to mental wellness tools, capabilities through workshops, virtual workshops, things of that nature. And we've been doing so across the country, man, very successfully. And we just love to work with people. I say this all the time. You can make money doing a lot of things, but if you help people, you'll never run out.
Yeah,
you'll always have it. I don't care if you go through a downswing, a high time. Always attribute it to the fact that you're helping people.
Yeah, 1,000%.
So yeah, you can find me on social at Chris Marvell, which is my middle name. People say Marvel. I've quit trying to correct people a long time ago. But at Chris Marvell, and yeah, we'll let it tap in with anybody who is in that space and just wants to talk.
I just want to say that you got one of the coolest middle names. Because I thought it was Marvel too.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've learned not don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Listen,
So I stopped correcting
you
people.
want to know what my middle name is?
Yeah.
Jose. Oh man, that is so funny.
Yeah.
People don't. I gotta always pull out my driver's license to prove that my middle name is Jose. It's Jose, man. It's Jose. But anywho, man, I just want to welcome you again, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
This is Ralph Walker, and this is Focusing on the Solo Entrepreneur.